Last year, an electric car company you probably don't know sold nearly 600,000 vehicles, 596,555 to be exact. That's almost double their sales from the year before. They're growing faster than Tesla did at their peak. And the most important question isn't how they did it. It's, why haven't you heard of them? This matters because the center of the electric car world has already moved. It's not in California. It's not in Stuttgart. The innovation, the value, the speed, it's happening right now in China. And brands like Leapmotor aren't just staying there. They're coming to Europe. They're backed by one of the world's largest automakers. And what they're building changes what you should expect to get for your money forever. This isn't just a car review. This is a briefing on your next car.
This is the Leapmotor C16. Think of it as the Swiss Army knife of family EVs. It's a 6-seat family SUV, not much bigger than a Tesla Model Y on the outside, but with 3 rows of seats on the inside. It's for the parent who needs space, but doesn't want to drive a minivan or a $90,000 luxury barge. It's electric. You plug it in, it goes about 400 miles on a charge in its long-range version. But that's not the story. The story is how Leapmotor, a brand that didn't exist a decade ago, is building something this complete, and why it's working.
Reason number 1 is simple: value that doesn't make sense. In China, this starts around $35,000. For that, you get a sleek design, a massive glass roof, seats for 6, and an all-electric platform. This is the "this shouldn't exist at this price" moment. They've ripped up the old rulebook on what a $35,000 car has to be. Reason 2, real-world usability. It's not a tech demo, it's a family tool. The third row isn't an afterthought, it's usable for real humans. The doors open wide, there are cup holders everywhere. And the range? That 400-mile figure? It's based on the softer, more realistic Chinese testing standard. For many families, that's a charge once a week, not a daily anxiety. It solves the "will we make it" stress before it even starts. Reason 3, the technology stack. Leapmotor builds its own battery packs, its own electric motors, and its own vehicle operating system. That vertical integration? That's Tesla's playbook. Inside, it's all-screen, ambient lighting, and soft-touch materials. There's no starter button. You just get in and go. The infotainment is snappy, intuitive. It feels like a $50,000 car from just 2 years ago. That's their weapon. They're not selling you tomorrow's tech at a premium. They're selling yesterday's premium tech at a mainstream price. And that is a devastatingly effective strategy. Now, the inevitable question. How does this stack up against the family EV default, the Tesla Model Y? Tesla wins on brand recognition, on the supercharger network, and on that sharp, sporty driving feel. That's real. If you're a driving enthusiast who needs maximum charging speed, the answer is still Tesla. But if you need more than 5 seats, this isn't a competition. The C16 has a third row. The Model Y doesn't. If you want a softer, more comfort-focused ride for your kids in the back, the Leapmotor is tuned for that. And if value for money is your primary driver, how do you ignore a car that offers more space, more seats, and a comparable tech experience for $12,000 less? Which brings us to the painful part. Why can't you buy this in America? 3 simple reasons. First, tariffs. A 27.5% import tariff on Chinese EVs makes that $35,000 car instantly jump to nearly $45,000 before it even touches our soil. The price advantage evaporates. Second, regulations. US safety and bumper standards are different. Retooling the car costs hundreds of millions of dollars. For a new brand, that's a massive, risky bet. And third, strategy. Leapmotor's global partner is Stellantis. That's Jeep, Ram, Chrysler. Stellantis is introducing them in Europe first through their own dealerships. They might not want a cheap, savvy EV cannibalizing sales in their home, US market. Yet. So, it's not a conspiracy, it's business, politics, and practicality. But understand this, the product itself is ready.
This is the takeaway. Chinese EVs like this aren't coming. They've arrived in Europe, in Australia, in Southeast Asia. Leapmotor selling 600,000 cars isn't a fluke. It's a blueprint. A blueprint for building high-content, desirable electric vehicles at a cost that legacy automakers with their union labor, century-old factories, and complex supplier networks simply cannot match. The pressure this puts on Volkswagen, on Renault, on Ford is existential. They have two choices: drastically reinvent how they build cars to cut costs, or cede the mass market. There is no third option. The Leapmotor C16 proves the era of easy profits for average cars is over. The bar for what affordable means has been raised forever, and we're just watching from the sidelines.
So here's my single question for you, and I genuinely want to know your answer in the comments. If somehow the Leapmotor C16 launched in the USA for around $42,000, would you seriously consider it over a Tesla Model Y? That's the debate. Let me know. If you found this glimpse into the future of cars useful, that like button helps more people see it. Subscribe if you haven't. Next week, we're driving the electric car that actually frightens Porsche. It's not from China. Thanks for watching. See you in the comments.